Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to explain and practically demonstrate how to use one of the most popular generative AI tools that are there in the market, that is ChatGPT in software testing and test automation. If we use ChatGPT kind of generative AI tools in software testing and test automation, as software testers, we can complete our work in a faster manner. We can speed up our work. So let's get started. So in this generative AI tools like ChatGPT, we have to use something known as prompting. Okay, we have to prompt. We have to learn how to prompt. Okay, how to write the prompts. If you give proper prompts, ChatGPT will help you a lot in speeding up the work of software testing and test automation. Okay, with examples, I'm going to demonstrate in this session. So let's get started. So what are all the things that we can do by using the ChatGPT kind of generative AI tools in software testing and test automation? Here are few examples or few ideas I have listed down here. Okay, many more are possible, guys, but I am trying my level best. Okay, to find out like in what areas we can use this kind of generative AI tools like ChatGPT in software testing and test automation to speed up our work as software testers. Okay, first one. So this is not the work of the software testers, guys. Okay, the first thing is not about software testers creating user stories for following requirement. Okay, so this is generally done by the product owner, but still, if you want to learn how ChatGPT can, okay, generate the user stories are nothing but small chunks of requirements, right? In agile SDLC model and all, okay, in one of the methodology like Scrum methodology, we have something known as user stories terminology is there. User stories means, okay, small chunks of requirements, small sized requirements, okay, fine. So to get started, guys, first of all, to these are all the different prompts, guys. Some example prompts or ideas you can say. I'm going to write all these prompts before you in generative AI tool like ChatGPT and show you how this kind of prompts will help you in doing your work as software testers in a faster way. I'm going to show you. Fine. So for that, I'll open this browser. In this browser, I'll just type ChatGPT. I'll search for ChatGPT. If you are new to ChatGPT, okay, this is a process you need to follow. When you search for ChatGPT in the in the Google search, you will got this link introducing ChatGPT, Open AI. Okay, ChatGPT like that. It is there. Click on this link. Okay, OpenAI is a company and ChatGPT is a product. Okay, generative AI tool is created by OpenAI company. Okay, now here there is an option like login option is there, and also here you have an option like try ChatGPT. Either you can go to login and say ChatGPT here, or you can simply say try ChatGPT. Anything is fine. If you are new, you will get this kind of options. I'll just try one of these options. Okay, I'll say try ChatGPT here. When I say try ChatGPT, okay, I got this welcome back, login or sign up to get smarter or something. This kind of dialog is coming, login option is coming. Click on login. Click on login. When I click on login, I have been taken to this kind of page where where I can try to register an account with ChatGPT with the help of the email address and all the. Okay, I need to create an account here. I need to create an account with the help of sign up option here. And after creating an account with the help of sign up with email address and all, that email address you have registered with, you can enter here and click on continue. It will log you in. Okay. After signing up here, you have to give the email address of the account that you have created the account for. Then you will be able to log in. Or you can log in with your phone number. You can log in with the Google account. You can continue with Microsoft account. Okay, or you can continue with Apple ID or whatever it is. Okay, but I'll choose this Google because in my browser, Google Gmail, I'm using some Google account like Gmail, and also Google account is it's kind of easy for me. So I'll select this continue with Gmail option, guys. Okay, when I say continue with Gmail, choose an account is coming. I'll be choosing one of the account for which ChatGPT is not there. Or you see, it is the simplest way of creating an account with ChatGPT. Guys, select one of the account for which ChatGPT is not registered at so far, and it is asking me the permission. Okay, since it is the first time sign into OpenAI, yes, I'll say continue. Okay, then I'll be tell us about you. Okay, I'll give my name like I'll give my name like Arun Motori or something, and then I'll give some name, and then I'll give some just give me a second, 1 minute. I'll just give all the details here. Like this, I'll give some details. That's okay. Some random details I'm giving there. Once I give all the details, guys, okay. The account got created and I got signed in. Okay, I got signed it. So okay, let's go option is coming. That's fine. Once you got the okay, let's go option and all. Okay, you got signed in here. Okay, you got signed in here. Then there are no prompts so far given. It's a brand new account that you have created and logged in. Now what you have to do here is what you have to do here is yeah. What can I help with? Okay, here is a place where you can write your prompts. As a name ChatGPT, chat. You can chat with the okay tool. Okay, like you chat with some kind of in the you can chat with your friends, right? Like the way you can chat with this tool known as ChatGPT tool, guys. That's the name. ChatGPT is given here. So like we chat in WhatsApp or any other places, right? You can also do the chatting here. But here, in place of your normal text you type while chatting, right? You have to write something known as prompts. Okay. So there is something known as prompts, guys. Okay. Need to understand the term known as prompts here. Okay. There's something known as prompts. You see, the people who are very new to this ChatGPT and all right, if you are not aware of the prompts, they will write the prompts in a simplest manner, okay, simple manner. But if you are already aware of how to write the prompts in a better way, okay, how to write the prompts in a better way, then, as an advanced user of the ChatGPT, you can write the prompts in a better way. What will happen if you write the prompts in a better way? You will get better results. Okay. So here I'll ask ChatGPT itself. Okay. Since I'm new to the ChatGPT, I would like to ask ChatGPT itself how to write the prompts in a better way to get better results. Okay. I'm asking the ChatGPT itself. Okay. It will give you some answer. This prompt is also very simple prompt. You see, when someone is very new to the ChatGPT kind of generative AI tools where they have to chat with this ChatGPT kind of tools, right? They'll write that this is a prompt. The question that you are asking to the ChatGPT tool is nothing but a prompt, and this prompt is written in a very simplest manner. Okay, in a very simplest language and manner without following any best practices and all. I have written this prompt. Okay, but I still got some. You'll still get the response, guys. Okay, ChatGPT will give you some response based on whatever you have asked. Okay. Now it's all giving all the best practices like how to write the prompts and all, be clear and specific, write about marketing. Okay, instead of write about marketing, you have to write a 300 word blog post on digital marketing strategies for small businesses in 2025. Like that, you have to give some extra information. Then ChatGPT will be able to help you. Okay, give context. Okay, context means for whom you are asking this, why you are asking this question, what is the reason. Okay, act as a, you see, as a what, as a doctor, as a lawyer, as a engineer, as a civil engineer, as an automation tester, as a software tester, as a manual software tester. You can give anything. Act as a professional career coach and suggest resume tips for someone switching from finance to UX design. Okay, like that you give some context, guys. Okay, explain who the audience is, that one you want, or any relevant details. Okay, as a what you want this. Okay, in the prompt itself, we can write this kind of things. Use step-by-step instructions. Right? Okay, there are three parts, guys. Okay, after this is completed, I'll tell you. Okay. You can give step-by-step instructions, provide examples. You see, these are all the best practices. Whether you follow it or not, if you follow, you are going to get better results from ChatGPT. Okay, explain how to start a podcast, including and how to grow an audience. Okay, step by step. Break down tasks or ask for multiple step processes. Okay, explain examples or formatting. Give us sample thing or structure as an example so that using the example it can generate you the better things. Okay, sometimes you have to give some examples. Okay, sometimes in some prompts you have to give some examples. Do give me the details like this, like that. You have to give. Okay, based on that, if you follow your instructions. Okay, like that many thing is okay. So like for different activities you have to do different thing, but the major thing that you can follow in the form of prompts is something like this, guys. Okay, how to write the prompts. If you want to write prompts, write like this. As a software tester, for example, as a user, okay, what type, what is a hat you have to want the chat gpt to wear. Okay, as a software tester you want, or as an experienced software tester, if you want to be as specific and write for whom you want the answer, who is actually expecting the response, that you have to give here. As a lawyer, okay, as a lawyer you can say, as a soft, in this case I can write as an experienced software tester. I want to, okay, I want to create test cases. What is the work that you are asking? What is the activity that you want the ChatGPT to do? Okay, that requirement you have to write here. For example, I want to create as an experienced software tester. I want to create. I want you to. Okay, I want you means ChatGPT. I want you to create test cases. Test cases for login functionality. login functionality of the e-commerce application. Like that, you can give specific instructions for what you want. And here, okay, here you can give some extra steps. Okay, make sure you write additional steps. Okay, this is enough, guys. Even this line is enough. If you are writing simple prompts, right, you will miss this part. You will write only this one, guys. Okay, some people will write only this part when they are new to the chat gpt and all, right? Okay, more this kind of thing also will work, guys. It's not, I'm not saying that this is not going to work. If you write in with more details, right, as a what you want and what you want, and what are the additional steps you want, if you write it, the chat gpt will give you better results. But if you're okay with whatever the results the chat gpt will give, you can also write this kind of simple prompts. The beginners who are new to the generative AI tools like ChatGPT will write the prompts in this manner. I want you to create test cases for login functionality of the e-commerce application. They'll simply write. This is a prompt only. Okay, this also can be called as a prompt, but it's a simple version of the prompt. If you want to write this same prompt in a better way, we have to write as an experienced software tester. I want you to create test cases for login functionality of the e-commerce application. Make sure you write, okay, minimum 10 test cases, okay, and provide the test data, okay, test data along with test cases, and okay, and write more steps if required. Okay, like that extra instructions. Okay, how you want the output to be, this kind of extra information you can. This is a part one where you have to say as a what, as a lawyer, as a doctor, or something, as an experienced surgeon. Okay, cardiac surgeon. Okay, I want you means ChatGPT. Okay, to find out details about this particular topic related to heart or something like that. You can write. Make sure you research minimum. Okay, uh, make sure you give correct results only, and okay, don't give me any wrong results. This is very important for the patient and all. Like that, all the extra information you can write in the third part. Okay, as a something, I want something. What are the additional things about whatever the task you're asking? What you want to instruct? For example, a delivery agent is going to deliver some food item or parcel at your house. Okay, then the applications nowadays are asking you to give some additional information, right? Don't ring the bell. Put the parcel at the doorstep only. Okay, or whatever it is. Okay, that extra information you can provide here, guys. Okay, like this. Okay, so only deliver before 10 p.m. Don't deliver after 10 p.m. All the instructions that you want the delivery agent. Okay, as a house owner, I want the delivery agent to deliver the product at my house, but make sure you deliver it before 10 p.m. Don't ring the bell. Okay, put the packet, put the parcel before my doorstep. Okay, like that, all the information you give. So this is a proper prompt, guys. Okay, this is an example of a proper prompt. This is simple prompt. Okay, if you're okay with simple prompt, that's okay. If you're getting results with a simple prompt, that's okay, guys. If you're not getting the results, better you upgrade to the better to use a proper prompting mechanism. Okay, there you see this is what you don't have to do a PhD right away in the prompt engineering, guys. You see there are courses for prompt engineering where people are learning how to prompt actually. Okay, prompting is nothing but communication skills with ChatGPT kind of generative AI tools. Okay, how better you can communicate. Okay, what is prompt engineering, guys? What is prompt engineering? There is a term known as prompt engineering. The one who is learning how to prompt. Okay, prompt engineering is a study which which explains how to write prompts, how to write prompts for generative AI tools. Okay, what is the best way of writing the prompts? That means prompt engineering is a kind of science or study where you are learning how to write better prompts so that you can communicate well with generative AI tools like ChatGPT. Okay, communication skills with ChatGPT kind of generative AI tools. Okay, so that is you see there is a subject, guys. You can also do a course or something on the prompt engineering. People are learning it, guys. Okay, in-depth topics will be there. Okay, so when your serious job is all about prompting, right? You should be very good at prompting, right? It's like why you like English, guys. Okay, for better communication, and not only English, like in English, lot of things, areas like speaking, all those stuffs are there, right? Writing, speaking, and all. Why you have to do all this stuff? for better communication with other people, right? Similarly, in case of ChatGPT, people are becoming prompt engineering to write better prompts, to learn how to write better prompts. So you don't have to do a PhD right away on the prompt engineering. Okay, if you are really interested after this session, right, you can go and research on that, and you can do a prompt engineering by yourself. But at a high level, guys, this is simple prompt, and if you want to write better prompts, at least you can go at this level for now. Okay, you don't have to be an expert in prompt engineering, but at least instead of writing this kind of simple prompts, if you go here, okay, if you do write this kind of prompts, right, you are good to go. Okay, so no need to learn so much of prompt engineering right away, though it is a good thing to learn prompt engineering. But if you can write the prompts in the way I'm giving here, then it's all good. Okay, so now let's take some ideas and go and so create user stories for the following requirement or something is there. Okay, so what is the idea here? Let's write like this. Okay, create instead of writing create this is simple prompt, right? Instead of writing the simple prompt, what I will do as a as an experienced or as a product owner who will create the generally in real time who will create the in real time, guys, who will create the user stories in agile scrum sdlc model, agile sdlc model having scrum methodology following projects, who will create the user stories. Product owner, the one who knows the business in the agile sdlc model scrum methodology, is a product owner, will create the user stories, that is requirements. Okay, testers will not create or developers will not create. Product owner will create this kind of requirements, small sized requirements known as, or small chunks of requirements known as user stories. Okay, as a product owner, I want you to, okay, second part, what you want? Okay, I want you to, you means ChatGPT. Okay, I want you to create user stories for login functionality of an e-commerce, okay, e-commerce application. Okay, say for example, I can give an e-commerce application example also as a reference. Okay, I'll give one of the e-commerce application, guys, that is this application tutorials ninja.com/demo is the application, guys. I'll give this example application. Say means example. Okay, say this kind of application. Make sure you, okay, make sure you write this, you write or create this. Okay, make sure you create this user stories in an industry standard way. Okay, like this is the best format of writing the prompts, guys. Okay, whether you write like this or if you write simple prompts also, things will work. If in case things are not working, you can go this kind of formatted ones. Okay, initially at least you can write user stories in an industry standard way. Okay, and whatever the extra information, extra, this is one instruction I gave, you can give 10 number of instructions also, more than one also you can give. Okay, it's up to you. Press enter. Let's see what will happen. Certainly, as a product owner, when writing user stories for feature like login functionality in e-commerce application, such as it's important to follow industry standards that typically align with Agile Scrum best practices. That includes writing in the format as you see, it's clearly giving. It should be written in this format as a something. I want to do something so that something should happen. Okay, including acceptance criteria and all. Keep stories small, testable, and focused on value. Okay, so user stories for login functionality. Login with valid credential is one user story it's creating. As a returning user, I want to log in and login with and all lot of user stories came. Okay. Login accessibility and many other things. Okay. Now I'll write a simple prompt. Instead of writing a detailed prompt here, I'll write a simple prompt here. I want you to simple prompt. I want you to create user stories for, okay. I want you to create user stories for login functionality of an e-commerce application. Okay, like this. Let's see what will happen. Okay, again, it's giving the same thing, guys. Okay, I want it in a different way, but it's giving me. Okay, sometimes you see, ChatGPT will give you some answers. Not always it will give you the right way. Okay, you may expect something and ChatGPT may deliver something. Okay, so if you're not getting the proper prompts right, you can ignore that and you can write a new chat. Okay, start a new chat. If you see, as a software tester, we should not blindly depend on this kind of generative AI tools like ChatGPT, because sometimes it will give you right answers, sometimes it will give you wrong answers. But since you are already a software tester and you know what is the correct result and all, since you are using ChatGPT kind of generative AI tools to speed up your work, not to do the wrong things or not to do the incorrect things. Okay. So if you feel that something is going wrong, you can go to the new prompt and give a new chat and give a new prompt. Okay. Create user stories for an e-commerce application. Okay. Like this. Simple prompt you can give. It's creating some different user stories for an e-commerce application, not only for login functionality, but different functionalities. Browsing and searching, product details, shopping cart related user stories are coming, checkout and user stories are coming, user account related. Okay, as a new customer, I want to register. Okay, register functionality related things are coming. I'll take one of them. Okay, I'll take one of them. As a new customer, I want to register for an account so that I can save my details for future purchases or something. Okay, you can take this one if you want. Okay, user account. As a returning customer, I want to log into my account so that I can view all these things. Okay. This for login, this for register account. You can take one of the user story guys. Now, one of the task is done. Okay. I'll be writing simple prompts. I'll not be writing even though there is a prompt engineering kind of stuff. If required, you will go for that proper way of prompting. But here, for getting our results, if I'm getting the results with simple prompts, that is also fine for me. I don't have to give very lengthy prompts or something. According to the industry standards, I don't have to give always. If I'm getting the results, that's okay. Okay. Then now you already understood like how to create user stories for the requirements and all. Okay. Now, you can also write like this, okay? Instead of this, you can write create user user stories for functionalities like login, register account, logout, and search functionalities. Like this also you can write of an e-commerce application, say e-commerce application, and that is this is a what is the e-commerce application, guys? This is e-commerce. This is e-commerce application. So this is the e-commerce application. Copy this e-commerce application and paste it here. Okay. For example, say, okay, like this you write. It will only create the user stories for only the given scenarios, given functionalities. Okay. Login. Okay. It's giving all the again acceptance. I don't need all this acceptance criteria and all, but in real time, this will be useful for the product owner, guys. Product owner will be writing the user stories with acceptance criteria and all. Okay. List in new account and okay. As a new user, I want to register for another. I can save my information for future purchases, the register account related functionality. Okay, copy this user story, guys. Copy this user story too. Copy this user story. One of the user story you take from this given list. Okay, if you're getting proper results, that's okay. Now, as a software tester, you need to create test cases for following user story. Okay, as a you can write like this. As software tester, you can write it at small level. Okay, create test cases for this user story like this and say hi one. That's it. You can write like this, guys. Okay. Either you can write this particular statement at the bottom or in the beginning. Anything is fine. Okay. No problem. You don't have to write this prompt in the beginning or you can write the prompt anywhere. Okay. But just give some information. Okay. As a software tester, create different test cases. Create different test cases for this user story like that. If I write done, it will create some test cases for you. It will create some test cases for you. You see, it's creating the test cases for you. You see, if you want the test cases to have multiple columns and all, right, you can also mention that. Okay, it may not give you the proper things. That's the reason you have to give more details. Okay, whenever you are writing the prompt, right, if you give more details, it will create the test cases in your way. Here only few columns it has given: test case ID, test case title, test case title, okay, test case description or title, and test steps, test data, expected result, like that it is giving, right? If you want more details like pre sites and all, also include pre sites and also include if you want any other things. Okay, actual result columns also if you want to include and all, right, you can mention that. Okay, or you can copy this and simply add a one column by yourself. Okay, that's also fine. Okay, you see it has created some positive and negative test cases. Okay, now I want to, okay, important columns it has. If you want extra columns, you can modify the prompt, guys. You'll get that. Okay, make sure Okay, here as a software tester, create different test cases for this user story and give that. And here make sure that you you generated the data for this particular test case columns like that. If you give right, then it will be okay. It will create that. Okay, otherwise it will create like this. This is also fine. I want to export these test cases into an Excel file. Can you create a downloadable 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 test cases? Can you create a downloadable test cases, guys? I want to export this test case into an Excel file. Can you create a downloadable test cases? Can you create a downloadable test cases with the above auto generated test cases? If you write like that, it will say sure kind of the stuff it will say. Just wait. Let's see what kind of reply it will give. You don't have to copy them by yourself and paste into the Excel file and all. Okay. You can ask ChatGPT to do that. It's taking some time. You see, sometimes ChatGPT will take time. That's okay. Analyzing. It's you see while analyzing what exactly it is doing. Also, you can see. Okay, it's working on your work. Okay, it's working, guys. Okay, it's using some algorithm or something and doing your work. Okay, it's creating all the data, getting it ready. You see, once it is ready, right, it'll give you a response. Okay, once it is ready, the test case have been compiled and exported to an Excel file. You can download it using the link it is came. Okay. If you don't want to see what is going on here, you don't have to click on this analyzed. Okay. If you don't want to wait, if you don't have the patience, if you want to see what ChatGPT is doing in the behind the screens, behind the scene, you can just expand it. Okay. You'll get it. Now you have the Excel file. Click on this and you see you got an Excel file downloaded here. Go to the location where the Excel file got downloaded. Double click on this. Double click on this, guys. When you double click on this, you will get the Excel file. Okay, you'll get this kind of Excel file, test case ID. You see, you don't have to copy all these things in the Excel file. It only ChatGPT has copied it for you and gave it to you. Okay, like this, you can give. Okay, like this, it can give everything it has given, guys. Okay, everything it has given. So some problems will be there. That's okay. You have to format it and all. Okay, you can. It will give you as much as it can, but if you want to do any changes, you can do it. Okay, that's fine. So you can take that help of ChatGPT in creating the not only creating the generating the test cases for a particular user story or requirement or something, but also you can ask it to copy this generated test case into an Excel file so that you can download the Excel file and directly use it in your projects. Okay, that also you can do. Next, see, you have to specify more details in the prompt to create test cases in your required format. It's up to you. By default, whatever the format it is doing, it will do. But if you really want more columns or something in your format of your company's format, if you want, you can mention that different columns that you want the test case to be of. Okay. Then it will accordingly work. That is the reason you should learn how to write a better prompts. Okay. When you write better prompts, you can mention all these details. Okay. The next thing here is find mistakes. Find mistakes in the code and provide correct code. Okay. Find mistakes in the code and provide correct code, guys. Okay. What does it mean? You can also use ChatGPT when you are working with a different coding part of projects and all, right? When you do some mistakes in the code and, as a developer or some as an automation engineer, when you write some code, okay, and if you're getting some mistakes in the code and if you want the ChatGPT to correct that particular, identify the problems in the code and let you know that where exactly have done some mistakes, okay, you can also do that. For that, we need some sample code, right? For that, we need some sample code. So what I will do here is I will get some sample code. Okay, I'll write some sample code here by myself. So I'll open some files like Notepad or Notepad plus plus, anything is fine. So simple Notepad I'll open. Let me open the Notepad here. Okay, I'll go here. Once I go here, guys, okay, what I will do here is, I'll write some code, public static void. Otherwise, I'll write public class. I'm writing some code. I'm just increasing the font. Public class sample. Name of the class is sample. And inside the class, I'm creating a method that is public static void main. I know the Java code. I'm writing some Java code. If you don't know, just ignore, guys. Just follow the process and understand what I'm going to do with help of this code in case of ChatGPT and all. And here I'm going to write enter a is equal to 5, enter b is equal to 10, Then here, if A is greater than B, I'm writing some logic here. If A is greater than B, I'll write down system dot out dot println A is greater than B. Like this I'll write, okay? Now, else I'll write down if A is not a greater than B, then I have to write, generally I have to write what? Generally here I have to write, if this condition is not true, it will go to the else block and we have to write here system dot out dot println. Here B is greater than A I have to write, but intentionally I'm writing A is greater than B, which is wrong, right? Here I need to write A, I need to write here B is greater than A, but I am intentionally writing. There is a logical mistake in this particular code, but intentionally I'm writing that, okay? So, and also I'll remove the semicolons, guys, okay? I'll remove the semicolon symbols here. You say it's compulsory to provide the semicolon symbols at the end of the statements in Java, but here intentionally some syntax mistakes are also there. Some logical issues are there. Some syntax mistakes are also there. Copy this, and also I'll make some programming logic mistake also. A is greater than or equal to, here I'll say B is greater than A. I can write no this time. If I make the logic mistake here, right, I can do like this, okay? There is a logical mistake here. A is greater than B should be there, but A is greater than or equal to B. I'm writing, okay? Or I can write it straightforward. A is less than B, I'll write, okay? If A is less than B, how can I say A is greater than B? That is wrong, right? That is wrong result, okay? Logically, it should be A greater than B. I'm intentionally writing A less than B. Whether ChatGPT will be able to find this mistake or not, we have to find out, okay? And also semicolons are missing. Let's see what will the ChatGPT do. I'll take the sample code and I'll go to the ChatGPT here and write down, find mistakes in this Java code, okay? Find all mistakes in this, like whatever the prompt you give, and copy paste the code here and see whether ChatGPT able to analyze your code and identify what different mistakes you have made in the code or not, okay? Here is a provided Java code with mistakes highlighted. Where are the mistake highlighted? Missing semicolons. Okay, it's saying that you have missed the semicolons. Yes, semicolon mistakes. Incorrect logic in the output. If A less than B, which means A is less than B, but the message says A is greater than B, which is logically incorrect. You should either fix the condition or the message, okay? The correct thing will be if you write A less than B, here instead of A greater than B, you have to write A less than B only. Okay. Instead of writing A greater than B, you have to write A less than B. Okay. So it has corrected the logic here. It didn't change this one, but it changed the messages so that logic has become corrected and also semicolons were added. So this is a proper code it is saying. Yes, this is a proper code. Okay. So it will also find mistakes in the code and provide the correct code, guys. Okay, syntax mistakes, logical mistakes, all type of mistakes ChatGPT or generative AI tools can find in our code, guys. Okay, next thing, create Selenium Java automation script using TestNG for a particular test case. Okay, ChatGPT can also write automation scripts, automation tests for your given test case. Okay, I'll take one of the test case here, guys. I'll take one of the test case. Okay, I'll take one of the test case here, like uh, so this is one test case, right? Verify navigation to the registration phase. Okay, with verify registration with valid details is the test case, right? Okay, so I'll take this one and write down here, create Selenium Java, okay, using TestNG automation scripts, automation scripts for this test case, like this. I'll write and paste it. Paste the test case details. Verify registration with valid details is a test case. You see, not only Selenium WebDriver, but also TestNG automation scripts will be created here. You see, it's giving the code here, okay? It's giving you the code. It's writing the code for you. You don't have to write. It is only giving you the code. Whatever the application you have given has come here. Okay. Some things may not be correct, guys. For example, nowadays no one is using this setting the path to the driver or web driver manager. No one is using. You can remove this line and directly use from here. Okay. Most of the code you can copy paste. You see, it has written all the code. You don't have to do all the hard work, guys. It has scanned your application page and it has got all your the details. Okay. But you may say that in real time, can't we give this kind of sensitive data to the ChatGPT kind of tools? Okay, the answer is there, guys. Okay, the answer for that is also there. You see, nowadays what companies are doing is for the companies, what companies are doing is if companies don't want you to use ChatGPT kind of tools, right? What they are doing, they are actually creating their own LLMs. Okay, ChatGPT is a LLM, guys, a large language model we generally call generative AI tool, which actually is built on LLMs. Okay, So companies are building this kind of versions of ChatGPT kind of versions, and so that your data won't be shared outside. Okay. So whenever you want this kind of details, right, either you can use it. If it is okay to your company, you can use the ChatGPT straight away if there are no restrictions and all. Otherwise, if you feel that there is a confidentiality problem or something, right, you can check with your team or your senior people and all. Ask them like, can I use ChatGPT for this kind of purposes, and take necessary permissions and use case. Okay. But most of the cases, your company will have some company would have created some AI tools which are built on the top of ChatGPT kind of stuff, and with the help of IT team and all. Okay, take the help of them and start using them. Okay, fine. Then add Selenium and TestNG. It's also asking you to add the dependencies here. Okay, so fine, that's it. Okay, so we can also create Selenium Java automation scripts using TestNG for a particular test case also, guys, that I have showed you with the prompt. Okay, you just need to you just need to know how to communicate well with ChatGPT. That's the only thing, guys. Okay, nothing can stop you here. You should be good with software testing, and at the same time, okay, you should be good with software testing before using ChatGPT, and generative AI tools like ChatGPT before using them. You should be good with software testing, and also you should know how to write proper prompts. Okay, communication should be good, and you should know how to use ChatGPT. Okay, so using all the skill set and all, if you use ChatGPT, right, definitely the time that is taken for you to write the test cases, automating those test cases or whatever the task you are doing here, right, lot of time will be saved for you guys. Not only in manual software testing, but also in test automation also lot of time will be saved. Not only for Selenium Java, here only for example have taken Selenium Java as an automation tool, but there are a lot of other automation tools available in the market, like Cypress is there, Tosca is there, Playwright is there. Okay, for any tool you can ask. Okay, you just need to change your prompt. Here I asked for Selenium Java automation tool, but in real time you can ask for, if your project is based on, if you are using test automation tool like Playwright for automation, you can use Playwright also. Okay, anything is fine, guys. Okay, next step. Now you can ask ChatGPT to generate some locators on a particular page on the website page. Okay, so you can ask like this. Okay, create what type of locators you want. Okay, create locators for different. You can write create XPath expressions also. You can write, if you want specific type of locators, you can write XPath expression locators, or you can simply say create locators for, okay, different for important. Instead of I creating locators for all the elements on the web page, I would like to create locators for only for important elements on the login web page of, okay, login web page of which website. This is a website. Okay, this is a website page I'll give here. Okay, create locators for important elements on the login page of this website. Okay, like this, if I give, it will generate the locators for different elements on this, best locators for different elements on the web page. You see what type of locators it will, email address field which is important, it has created, and it's saying by.id, use id locator. Instead of giving XPath expression only, it's giving id. For some locators, for some elements it's giving id locator, for some elements it's giving cs selector, for something it is giving link text. Okay, for something it is giving XPath expressions. You see different type of locators based on the type of the element it is giving. Okay, so like this we can write, guys. Okay, so also it's, you can use this. Okay, it's asking, it's saving you a lot of time. It's not only, you asked only for one thing. Okay, you asked for only locators, but it's actually creating some Selenium based on your previous prompt and all, right, and understand that okay, this guy is asking for locators, but intentionally is actually trying to create this kind of web elements using this locator. So to save your time, it's created all this stuff for you. Okay, you can simply copy paste and use in your project. Okay, so that's how ChatGPT is, or generative AI tools like ChatGPT. They will give you sometimes they'll give you results behind your ask. You should be okay with that. Okay, whatever you need, you can take from the results. Then not only that, guys, when you build the project to the next level, right, you will start building the framework. As part of building process, we have to use something like page object model, page factory design patterns, and all those stuff as part of the frameworks and all, right, along with the test ng and all. You have to use this kind of design patterns and all. But if you want the code, okay, for a page classes we'll create, right, in the automation frameworks we generally create page classes. Okay, to organize your locators and all. Okay, for different so for that reasons, we can write like create a page class, create a page class. Okay, create a page class for register account page. Okay, here I am saying create a page class for register account page. Create a page using page factory, page object model, and page factory, factory design patterns. Okay, pattern. like this. If I write like this, okay, it will generate the page class for you also. That also it will create. You see, a lot of time will be saved here, guys. You don't have to spend so much of time with help of this kind of generative AI tools like ChatGPT or whatever your companies are using, right? If you give this kind of prompts, right, you'll get all the code. But you should have the knowledge, guys. Okay, you see, just blindly can copy paste, right? You should have some knowledge. With the knowledge only, you can go through this kind of code and see whether proper things have been created or not. If something is not working, you should be in a position to modify the script also. Okay, it's not directly. You see, let's create a lot of web elements here. Okay, page factory it has used, page object model area has used. Okay, and then action methods had created different action methods and all those stuff. Okay, everything is fine. So a lot of different prompts you can give, guys. Okay, everywhere ChatGPT will help you, and it also created you the test class also. Okay, in test class, how do you have to access all these methods for your purpose? It is giving that code also it's giving. Okay, that's all good. Okay. Then if you want to create the feature files, if your framework or project is using Cucumber BDD kind of framework or something, right? If you want to create feature files for a particular test case, you can do that. Okay. So what you can do here is what is a test case, guys? What was a test case? Somewhere here I given the test case, right? Okay. Verify registration with valid details and all. Okay. Otherwise, I'll write create create BDD Cucumber scenarios for this test case. For this test case. Okay. Create BDD Cucumber scenarios for this test case. Verify register with valid details. Then it will create you the feature file. Feature file using Gherkin syntax and all. It will create. This also you don't have to write. It is actually auto generating it for you. Feature user registration. As a new user, I want to. This is a description of the feature registration related. Here it created one scenario. Okay. If you don't like the scenario, if you want to some changes and all, you can ask. Okay. Even I click on my account, I select and you see it has created some scenario for you. Okay. If you want it to be optimized and all, a lot of details you have to enter, right? Okay. Can you write the feature file in a better way? Like that, you can ask. If you are not satisfied with this result, right, you can ask a question. Okay. Can you use data table kind of stuff, so that you can pass multiple sets of data from the scenario itself. Okay. Instead of passing a lot of data like this, you can pass. Okay. Can you optimize? Can you optimize the scenario steps so that with data table, okay, with the data table, etc., so that less number of steps are there in the scenario. Less number of steps are there in the scenario. Let's see what it will do. I have given a prompt. Yes, you can optimize a Cucumber with all the stuff, data table. Let's see what it is giving. You see, like this scenario. Okay, it has created some other stuff and all. Okay, it has optimized the scenario for you guys. Okay, it has optimized the scenario for you, and also data table concept it has used. So you see now the scenario looks very simple. Okay. Earlier it was very lengthy, right? I'm not liking this scenario, whatever the ChatGPT. So you should have the knowledge, guys. You cannot blindly depend on ChatGPT kind of tools, but the ChatGPT kind of tools or generative AI tools can be used in software testing only to speed up your work, not to replace software testers or testers' work. Okay. Still, you see, these AI tools are something like they are not intelligent, guys. Still, they are not intelligent. They look like intelligent. Okay, it feels they have a lot of memory. Okay, this kind of generative AI tools like ChatGPT has a lot of memory, lot of storage, and kind of lot of creative skills in presenting the data to you. But judgment skills are not there. Decision making skills or judgment skills are missing in this case of generative AI tools. That's the reason, guys, you should not depend on this kind of tools. Okay, so be aware of those things. Okay, though ChatGPT will help you to do your work faster, but at the same time, you should also have the skill set and knowledge of how to work on them. Okay, that you should not miss. Then generate test data for register account test in tabular format. Okay, so if you want to generate the test data for a register account test, right, you can do this. Okay, so sometimes you want test data, you will spend a lot of time in creating some test data for your testing the applications, right? Now you can also use ChatGPT or generative AI tools like ChatGPT for that. Okay, so I'll write like this. Okay, so generate test data for testing register account functionality, like this. Okay, generate test data for testing Simply you say like this, it will give you a lot of test data, guys, that you can use for, okay, testing the register account functionality. You see it's creating first name, last name, password and all. Okay, you can try all this sample test data, valid test data, in some example test data it's giving. You can use this particular test data, guys, if you want more. Okay, more research, right? You can modify the prompt and give negative test data. A lot of test data is coming. At least some portion of testing you can do, right? For creating this test data, case, a lot of time will be taken for you. You have to ideate and create all the test data in all directions. But now ChatGPT is giving all the things for you, right? Okay. Now, if you want to download in some particular format, you can simply say that, okay, I want to extract this test data. I want to download this test data in JSON format or Excel format or Excel file. Whatever you give, it will extract and download it for you guys. Okay. In a JSON format or XML format or tabular format, and download in a Word document or Excel file. Whatever you say, next prompt you say, that will ChatGPT will do. But since I already have shown you in the earlier, right, I'm not going to do that now. Then ChatGPT can explain the code line by line for you also. Okay. So I'll copy this code and I'll just copy some code I have modified and made it right in the previous things in the beginning somewhere. Right. There was some code if you remember. Okay. So proper code it has given. Now I'll ask it to explain this code step by step. Okay. ChatGPT can explain the code to you in a step by step manner. Okay. Explain this code in a, okay. Explain this code. Simple. Explain this code. Simple prompt you can give and paste the code and press enter. Explain this code hyphen paste the code. You see. Let's walk through and explain the Java code you have posted and also highlight a small error on it. If there is an error, it will let you know also. Okay. Explanation of each part, public class. This is what is something and main method. It is explaining about the main method. It is explaining about the statements, declaration and initialization. Okay. And whatever the mistakes that are there in your code in additional also it is giving. Okay. So like this, guys, you can also understand the code with the help of ChatGPT. If in particular editor, if you are not able to understand the code, you can copy paste the code into this. Okay, as a test automation engineer or as a manual software tester, by just writing the prompts, right, a lot of work will be completed for you guys. That's how ChatGPT will save a lot of time for you during while performing manual software testing or test automation. Okay, in your projects. Now you can also create test plan, guys. Okay. Now I want you to create test plan for an e-commerce application. Say I can give this URL if I want. Okay, I can give this URL, guys. If any URL is anywhere, I can give that URL. Okay, so this is application URL, right? Somewhere you can copy paste the URL, scroll down here and paste it, guys. Paste it here, simple. Okay, then it will give you the test plan. Okay, it will give you the test plan, guys. Okay, it will give you the test plan for an e-commerce application, guys. Test plan ID. Okay, who has prepared it? If you want to modify this, you can modify this. Okay, and preparation date, objective, scope of testing, what will be in scope, what is out of scope. All these sections are sections of the test plan. Test environment section, test strategy. Okay, it is also creating a test strategy for you. If you like the strategy, you can do this. Otherwise, you can give more prompts and work on the test strategy. Okay, in this ChatGPT. Test scenarios. It's also creating the test scenarios. As part of the test plan, you can also put test scenarios into the test plan document. Then deliverables. Okay, you can also give the deliverables. Then entry criteria, exit criteria. Now, if any sections are missing, you can also ask for the sections also. Okay, I want more sections like this and all. It will work on that. Okay, roles and responsibilities. Every section test schedule is also. It's not missing any section, guys. Okay, I wanted to give some sections, but it's not missing anything. Now, I want this particular test plan to be in a Word format or something. Okay, can I download download this test plan in a Word format, Word document format, like that? If I say, then it'll give you the test plan in a Word document format. Okay. Let's wait for that. It's working on something else. If you don't want to wait, So it's running something, it's creating a Word document, some all this stuff. It's adding some headings to the document. It's adding some this kind of data to the Word document. Okay. Whatever the activities that is going on, before you get the results, if you don't want to wait and a lot of patience is required, right? If you don't want to that, you can look at this screen, expand this and look at this so that you'll get a lot of information here. Okay, it's still working on that, guys. Okay, saving the document for you. Almost we are near to that. Okay, and it has created a plan document in a Word document format for us. If you want to download this Word document, right, just click on this link, guys. Click on this link. The document will be downloaded. Okay. You see, document will be downloaded. Okay, document will be downloaded. You can double click and open this document to see what it has documented for you. Okay, you can double click and open the document to see what exactly. You see that it has created a proper test plan for you with all the stuff. Okay, if you want more details, you can work with the ChatGPT with different prompts to get your details. Okay, like this you can see. You see a lot of information. You see a lot of work need to be done. Right, this will take a lot of time for you. Okay, on a fingertips it has created. So this is how guys we can work with ChatGPT kind of tools to get the things done, and you can do more this kind of stuff guys. Okay, sky is the limit for you. Sky is the limit for you guys. Okay, sky is the limit for you. And there is some concept called as models guys. Okay, there's something like models here. Till now, nowadays guys, ChatGPT is giving you some free plan limit. Okay, yeah, hit the free plan limit for GPT-4. Okay, this is one model. ChatGPT 4 is a model. Okay, here we have different models, guys. Okay, basic model will be there, and you can upgrade to the latest models. Okay, if you want to get better services, right, you can upgrade it to ChatGPT. Okay, ChatGPT 3, 4, like that will be there. Different models will be there. So, but you will be hitting some limit, guys. It's not giving entire thing for free. Okay, but you can to some extent. Okay, ChatGPT is also having different models, guys. Okay, for free people, a lot of things can be done with the free plan guys. Okay, if you want to go with the free plan and if you are liking the results, that's okay. But if you want to get better work and better results, okay, better work from ChatGPT, right, you have to upgrade. Okay, for that you have to pay around um, some $20 per month kind of plan will be there. Okay, $20 kind of. Okay, if you click on this you'll get your $20 per month. This kind of plans is there. This kind of plan, free is enough. If free is not enough for you at your workplace, you can go with the plan. Okay, so this is what is ChatGPT, guys, and how can you use ChatGPT? Okay, generative AI tools like ChatGPT in software testing and automation testing kind of tools. Okay, so these are few areas that I have identified, guys. Okay, from my experience as software tester, what are the different things? But you already know that a lot of things software testers will do in real time. Not only this one. Okay, while you are working in your project, day-to-day projects, a lot of activities you will come across. I have given you some examples. I cannot teach you everything, right? I cannot teach you everything, but I wanted to give you some examples of how to use generative AI tools like ChatGPT while you are working as a manual software tester or manual software testing or automation testing, okay, in your projects. Okay, as part of software testing, when you're doing manual testing and automation testing as part of your projects, you can use tools like this generative AI tools like ChatGPT to speed up your work. Okay, to do the work in a faster manner. Okay, so again, one more thing is, don't think that, if I use these tools and all, okay, this kind of dangerous tools, everyone got a feeling in the market like these are dangerous tools, right? But actually the scenario is, we have to accept the scenarios, guys. Okay, situations in the market, we have to accept the different situations that are coming in the market where we have to accept these tools, guys. We cannot avoid these tools nowadays. Okay, if you avoid, what will happen? Your colleagues will adopt these tools and they will replace you basically. Okay, in a faster manner you will get replaced at your company. So because they'll be able to do their work in a faster way, whereas you are kind of slow at your work. Okay, that's a problem that will arise. Okay, then your senior person or manager will think that this guy is not doing the work in a better way, but other guys is actually using the tools like ChatGPT or any other AI tools to get the work done in a faster manner. So that guy who is actually using the AI tools is going to replace you guys. So don't be that guy. Don't be the guy who will be replaced. Rather be the guy who learns this AI tools and be ready for the current situations. Okay. In the current era, not only humans will can do the work, not only AI tools can do the work. Humans plus AI tools, that is software testers plus AI tools, is like success. Okay, so we have to work together, guys. Okay, it's not like AI is going to replace you. It's only the software tester who knows the AI will replace the other software testing jobs. Okay, so be aware that human plus AI is a new norm. Gone are the days where only humans will work on the projects, okay, by themselves. Okay, we have to now take the help of the tools like AI tools to get the things done. Okay, another real-time example here is earlier days, guys. Okay, there used to be a lot of jobs for the people who used to do accounting. All the accounting used to be done on the pen and using pen and paper by the people, right? The people used to do the accounting in the olden days, very olden days. They used to they used to calculate everything manually using pen and paper, and they used to maintain the accounts. But later, what happened? Calculator got invented. So what happened to those people? The people who have not adapted to the calculator, right, to speed up their work, lost their jobs. Okay. So slowly industry mode where, the one who has the knowledge and who can use calculator, okay, was given jobs, and the one who was still using pen and paper to do the calculations gone. the kind of situation is right now like the same thing as, if you are doing manual testing or automation testing without using AI tools, your job will be at risk, guys. Okay, so start using the AI tools, like using that particular person using the calculator to speed up the work. You have to use AI tools to speed up your work. Okay, that's the final note I want to tell you. So this is how, guys, you can use generative AI tools like ChatGPT, okay, in software testing, that is manual testing and test automation, to speed up your work as software testers and to be ahead in the market when compared to other testers. Okay, so that's all for this session, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.